The final score, Wrexham 2, Reading 0, and Wrexham go through to the last 16 of the League Cup. Oh, that's rather good, isn't it? Last time in the 70s. This is kind of fun. It's the first time I've experienced it, and look at how old I am. So this is great stuff. I'm Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC, and I'm very happy after a performance which, especially in the second half, really showed the depth in our squad. After last Saturday's win against Norwich, obviously, everybody was feeling very positive. We make 10 changes and we get a good win over a Reading side who also made changes, 9, and is in the division below, but showed that they've got quality in their squad, didn't they? And they actually, I thought, in the first half, gelled a bit better. Obviously, when you play these games with heavy rotation, teams don't tend to look as cohesive as they would expect to when they've got a well-grooved system going. And they, I thought, did very well, Reading, especially in the first half hour, moving the ball around and causing us issues. I don't know if they got a specialist coach who focuses just on nailing the football, but they had 2 or 3 shots which was such beautiful strikes of the ball. And yet we were able to get through that period and impose ourselves. In the second half, we were comfortably worth the win, weren't we? So like I said, wholesale changes, but still the box midfield, interestingly. And it was Reading who made the early running. Charlie Savage in midfield was very good in these early stages, linking things up well. He fed Mark O'Mahony, who had the first of those really good strikes. He picks it up between the lines, turns, great hit, pulls it just wide of the right post from about 25 yards out. Then again, it's Savage, sorry about that, tying things up. Neat interchange of passes with Kiewa before he sweeps it into the left channel, where the always dangerous Batterman again struck the ball really cleanly. Good save to his left by Callum Burton, making his first appearance, of course, since that unfortunate freak injury in December cost him a run in the team. We started to get back into it. Ryan Barnett was looking very lively down the right-hand side and was asking questions, and halfway through the half he asked a serious question with a fabulous run. He tore through the middle, beat 3 players, got to the edge of the D, at which point you're thinking, okay, he's overrunning this, but he didn't. And Stickland, beg your pardon, the centre-back, had to step in and foul him in the D for a free kick, which we weren't able to take advantage of, but it was a fabulous piece of work. And Stickland, if he hadn't got a foot in and stopped him, Barnett would have got a shot off on goal and had a chance to get a contender for goal of the decade, shall we say? And we built on this soon afterwards, a really good move. Matty James, this was such a weird deja vu moment, looking to recreate that famous goal against Charlton in the day we got ourselves promotion last season, dinking the perfect little chip in for Sam Smith, who attempted again to hit one of those scissor kick volleys. Good save this though by the keeper. Came out quickly and was able to make himself big, Jack Stevens, and blocked the shot. Doyle getting to the rebounds, couldn't steer it beyond the keeper either. But we were now starting to put pressure on with a penalty shout after half an hour. Lee doing well initially, McLean sweeping it in, Lee back to goal. It was a really good fast break which asked serious questions of Reading. Ball comes in a bit behind Lee, but he's only 6 yards out and he tries to juggle it, flicker up and try and overhead, and then he feels that Garcia has fouled him. No, it's not a penalty. There's not enough contact to justify it. We have a couple of those and the ref's right not to give them. But we are starting to get a grip now. Another good move. Barnett this time on the right, sweeping in a good cross. Smith getting a powerful header against his old team, but too close to the keeper, who takes it comfortably over his head. Then there's a penalty shout at the other end. Now, on this occasion, it's again O'Mahony, fed in neatly down the left channel, one-on-one with Burton. The ball just slightly overhits, which allows Burton to come quickly off his line and make a really good block with his body. It's good goalkeeping, this. Burton gets up and pounces on the ball before it goes for a corner. O'Mahony despite the vociferous appealing, and Reading did quite a bit of vociferous appealing, didn't they? It's no way a penalty. Omani gets up, sees that Burton's lunging towards the ball, which is away from Omani, by the way, which is important, and Omani just runs into him and falls over. It's never a penalty. And within a minute, again, they're pushing once more. This time it's Ben Elliott sweeping the ball down the left-hand side, and a header by their Doyle. Their Elliott setting up their Doyle. But the header by Kamari Doyle, well, the strike by Kamari Doyle again is one of those I mentioned before. Sweet as anything. Smashes against the post and bounces out. So lucky escapes for us at the end of the half. The second half is different. We really do start to control play and impose ourselves. George Thomason very lively in the centre of midfield in that double pivot alongside Matty James, and they really bring an element of control for us. Still a lot coming down the right with Barnett as well, and Broadhead really picking up nice positions between the lines and causing issues. Having said that, our first moment of danger is a corner, which Thomason sweeps to the far post, and Stevens, backpedalling, does really well to claw the ball clear, and Reading managed to hook it away for a throw-in. But we strike from the throw-in, and it's really sharp, alert play. And for me, I think a little bit of an indicator of how we've upped our game since last season. Just fast decision-making and improvisation. Brunt's just good thinking. Takes the throw really quickly. Broadhead nods it beautifully down. I mean, it's just a case of not something we're planning. Brunt's just seeing a chance to find Broadhead in the box. Broadhead adjusting, and a cute, deft little header puts Elliot Lee in with a chance to shoot. He cuts in from the right, drills in the shot. It's blocked, but Broadhead is so alert. After nodding it down, he's then doubled round the back of Lee, receives it, and very quickly, quick touch, bang, looking to put it inside the right post. Doesn't actually manage to put it inside the right post. It's fairly central, but the key thing is his awareness of the situation. He knows that defenders are blocking the view between him and the goalkeeper. He knows the keeper will have been on his toes, set himself for Lee's shot, and probably committed to cover it before it is blocked and comes back out. And he knows if he hits that early, the keeper's going to have to make a very, very good save in order to deny him. So Broadhead, his first goal for Wrexham. Great strike. And this is a spell which just keeps going as Wrexham constantly threaten to take the game away from Reading. Within a minute, we had another opportunity. McLean puts in a free kick, headed away. Matty James looks to hit a volley. It's not the easiest one to control, and he puts it over, just stretching for it slightly. But he's unlucky. I mean, he's got the technique to nail that sort of thing. A couple of minutes later, another opportunity for Wrexham. This time, it's James clipping it into the box, Smith laying it off, Broadhead with a cute little dummy in a crowded area, and Lee hitting a snapshot but pulling it just wide. But this pressure now is continuous. And a minute later, another opportunity. Barnett sweeping the ball in, superb stretch, just to nick the ball away from McLean at the far post by the keeper. As we continue to ask questions, the second goal comes with 20 minutes left, and it's a corker, but who scores it? Thomason starts it all off. Good tackle, good progressive ball forwards. Wrexham start to pen Reading in. Lee helps it on. Barnett whips in a great cross. Broadhead, superb header by him, gets up around the penalty spot, nails the header. It hits the bottom of the bar, drops down, bounces back up, hits the bottom of the bar again, drops down, and then poor Jacob, the centre-back, rushing back to try and intervene. It hits him, rather clumsy from him, I guess you got to say, and Stevens drops down to try and save it. Sam Smith charges in and lashes it into the net. He tries to claim the goal, and as I said in commentary, I love that some strikers don't celebrate when they score against their old team. Sam Smith sees the ball a yard over the line and thinks, I can claim a goal against my old team here, launches it in, and he definitely looks to celebrate and claim it. And, I mean, to be honest, he's not got the worst idea, because it has been credited to Nathan Broadhead, and I'm really glad about that, by the way. he played well. He needs to, after injury, get his spell at Wrexham going, and 2 goals in the game to win a cup tie. It's a perfect way to do it. So I'm not going to mention the fact that when you look at it, his shot, his head drops onto the line. It doesn't go over the line and comes back up, hits the bar and drops out, and it's an own goal by Jacob. But I'm not going to say that, because I like the idea of Broadhead having the goal. We instantly make a triple change. Broadhead comes off, and Dobson comes on to replace him. Thomason comes off as well. O'Brien replaces him. Both those players, of course, Thomason and Broadhead, need minutes in their legs, but probably don't need the full 90. Don't overdo it. Plus, let's keep them fresh, because we'll need them. As Phil Parkinson has said, we rotate, because Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, we're asking a lot of the squad, and we just need to be able to ease them in, keep them ticking over, and get the best value out of them. Longman comes on as well for Ryan Barnett on the right-hand side. We are in control now. 7 minutes later, another change. Doyle comes off. Kluivert comes on. Doyle on a knock, of course, on Saturday. And we continue to put pressure on. Although, it's an important little moment at the other end when Rashisha, one of Reading's substitutes, sweeps the ball in. Omani has a real sight on goal. Big block by Kluivert and a really good challenge by Longman as well to hook the ball away. Then it's back to Wrexham. Matty James sweeping in. A great free kick. Brunt with a powerful header, and luckily for him, it's too close to the keeper. Hits him. And then Wing, who has come on, Lewis Wing, Reading skipper. It's a weird one, this. I thought it just ricocheted off him and the keeper has to make the second save. Both of them straight at him, luckily for him. You look at the replay, he's trying to get a foot in. It looks like a shot almost. He just sort of toe pokes it on goal. Keeper has to save it. He's then threatening at the other end. Wing's driving in a really good free kick, which draws a save from Dobson as a drop to his left and push it round the post. With 4 minutes left, Ryan Hardy comes on for Sam Smith, and we carve out a couple more opportunities. McLean sweeping in a cross which is headed towards goal. Good block to get the ball clear. Then it's Lane drilling in a cross on the side of the pitch, which Omani just can't quite reach in the goal mouth. In the 90th minute comes a massive moment, a chance for Ryan Hardy to get himself his first goal at the racecourse. It's a brilliant breakaway by Wrexham from a Reading set piece. James feeding a good ball forwards. O'Brien with a terrific... Oh yeah, O'Brien came on, beg your pardon. Ball over the top. And Ryan Hardy is taking on the keeper who's come out of the box. He gets round him. He's about 30 yards out. There's an open goal ahead of him. Hardy could have hit it from distance, but to be fair, I think he's not quite feeling he's set. Jacobs gets back on the line, and when Hardy hits his shot, Jacobs blocks it. Big opportunity, which we could have been penalised by in the first of 4 minutes of added time when Lane drills a tremendous strike from left of centre, and Burton matches it with a brilliant fingertip save at full stretch to put it around the post. We have one final chance as well, which maybe we could have made more of. A 3-on-2 break. Elliot Lee was excellent throughout. He's got O'Brien tearing through the middle. He's got McLean completely on his own on the left. He tries to play the killer ball and thread O'Brien through. It's a difficult pass to get right. It's just a straight pass down the middle. And they're getting quite close to the box, and he overhits it and it goes straight through to the keeper. Probably the better option was play it to McLean. But having said that, I mean... I'm not criticising Elliot Lee, who was terrific alongside the likes of Lewis Brunson, Nathan Broadhead and Ryan Barnett in a really impressive performance. So Wrexham through to the last 16 and a Welsh derby. It's quite exciting being a Wrexham fan, isn't it? With a final score of Wrexham 2, Reading 0, I'm Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC.